Hello and welcome to our fourth episode of Unmasking COVID, a podcast that focuses on sharing personal stories during this uncertain time. This is a special episode because in today's podcast, we will be celebrating Eid with over 1 billion Muslims around the world. With us today, we have two special guests who are two students who will talk about life during quarantine to fasting during the holy month of Ramadan. So, welcome Asma and Salman. Would you like to quickly introduce yourself, maybe just with your university program and just as a fun bit, your favorite iftar food?
Hi everybody, my name is Asma. I go to Waterloo for honors arts and I just finished my first year. And my favorite iftar food would be fruit chaat because that's basically what every other family has and it's really good.
Hi, my name's Salman. I just finished my first year at the University of Western for medical sciences, and my favorite iftar food is samosa.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're super excited to have you on our podcast. As mentioned before, this week over 1 billion Muslims around the world will celebrate Eid. Eid marks the end of Ramadan, which is the ninth month on the Islamic calendar. Ramadan is considered to be a holy month, as in this month the Quran, or holy book, was revealed to Prophet Muhammad. For many Muslims, Ramadan is a time for reflection, self-improvement, and worship. During this holy month, Muslims partake in acts of worship like reading the Quran and praying, as well as charity and fasting. Muslims all over the world start their fasts before sunrise and break their fast after the sun has set. So I guess to start off, if we all were not in quarantine or social distancing, what would Ramadan look like? As in, what would you normally do during Ramadan?
Usually during Ramadan, me and my family we end up going to the mosque a lot during the day and then during the night too. And then we usually open our fast with our family, friends, or anyone that's around us. But other than that, it's not really that different.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. The only different aspect is that we can't really go to our family friend's house or invite them over for iftar parties, but otherwise it's the same. We just have to pray within the house instead of going to the mosque. And yeah.
So, with the pandemic specifically, has it changed how you've been practicing Ramadan at all, or is it mostly just the same as you said?
It's just the same, honestly. It's not that bad. Just like a new challenge is obviously we can't go outside and interact with our family friends, but it's actually a good thing because we're able to spend more time with our family at home. But yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I guess just something specifically with regards to like going to the mosque itself. That's obviously like with the whole pandemic, probably not something you could do. Would you like to share a little bit more about that, like what you're doing
Yeah.
instead of going to the mosque?
So usually me and my family, every time it's time to pray, we all just get together and pray together, just like how we'd usually do in a mosque. And then afterwards we'd either read Quran or um we would make like we would like recite some like passages from the Quran to each other, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
For my family personally, what my mom thought of doing was like one section of our house on the main floor. She was like, okay, we're gonna close this off, and this is gonna be where everyone's gonna pray. And so she laid down like a few of the praying mats that we have. She's like, if you have to pray, you're gonna pray here. You can't pray anywhere else. And so, what we don't usually pray together. I don't know. That's just our family. So we just pray in one area, and like Asma said, after praying, we sometimes sit down together and recite the passages from the Quran.
Yeah.
So you guys said that nothing much has changed about like Ramadan while you're in quarantine, I guess. But do you guys miss the social aspect of Ramadan, like breaking your fast with family and friends?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's good that we're all together, but it's like it's more fun when you have your other family friends around and like everyone's interacting with each other and we're all together. It's good.
Yeah, of course, the social aspect is missed, and it's
Mhm.
also like the fact that we can't really go outside, because I what I'd usually do was like go outside during the day and like play soccer with some friends around the neighborhood, and uh usually I would do that before the like close to when we were about to break our fast, because obviously I didn't want to wear myself out, but I missed that aspect.
Mhm.
And I was just curious. So usually like before quarantine, when you have like family, friends, and everything for iftar, like how many people would you say you would usually have over?
Well, my family, we usually have one family over, but if it's like a really big party, it's either like it's like 10 or 12 people in the house. Because we don't have that much family friends in Canada, but like just a few of my mom and dad's close friends, they come over, or my dad's aunt usually comes over from Mississauga. But yeah,
Yeah, typically our house would have like one or two families, each of which have like five people in them on
Mhm.
average.
Yeah, so that clearly is like a huge difference with like what different families with just like your family. And yeah, so it makes sense that you do miss that social aspect of it. Something I like I've seen around like online was a lot of people like breaking fasts together, like having like online video calling things, and I've seen a lot of Facebook groups that just like just bring together different groups of people and have like a giant online video calling session thing. Um, is that have you guys looked into that at all, or is that something that you've used to stay in touch with people?
well, during the day, my family and I we usually just FaceTime our family friends, but we've never actually broken our fast together on video chat, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is the first time I've heard of
Yeah.
that. That sounds really cool, but I've never personally done it.
Well, I guess like how do you guys normally like do it then? Like is it oh right now, like is do you find it harder to fast while in quarantine?
No, really, it's not that. It's actually a little bit easier because since we're not allowed to go outside, you just stay home and do whatever keeps you busy. But since I do work, so I go to work and then I come home, I usually take naps and then I usually come help my mom in the kitchen, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's a little bit easier because I remember
Yeah.
last year I would have to go to like grade 12 high school. So um, I would find it a bit difficult because school was just like it would take the energy out of me. Then I would come home, I just like I want to sleep. But now we're just at home, so it's not too bad.
So what have you guys been doing then while you're at home? Like any fun activities, anything like that?
Well, my little brother is really into arts and crafts, so we've been making a lot of um like stuff out of cardboard. He's made like a racing track, and we made like little decorations, and I've been baking a lot.
Oh, that's
Um
cool. What have
and
you
then
been thinking?
yeah, I usually take my little brother and my sister out for walks because they get bored in the house, so yeah.
Yeah, what have you been baking?
A lot of cookies and a few brownies.
For me, it's like more boring than what Asma said. I wanted to keep myself busy, so I took like a European history course. Uh,
Oh,
so I've been doing that. That's a lot of reading, and I also go on walks with my siblings. I have two younger sisters, so we do that, and then we also play some badminton, but we play inside the house because outside it's usually windy, so it's that's fun.
Has anything been hit yet? Indoor
Uh,
badminton seems
I
dangerous.
think we hit each other in the face, but other than that, we haven't broken anything.
That sounds fun.
I mean, yeah, actually, that sounds really interesting from the both of you. And I do think it's like really important for you to really find other things to do.
Mhm.
I mean, you also mentioned how you're taking a class. Well, Asma, are you taking any classes or
Yeah, after
work
Ramadan,
or
I'm
something?
planning on taking this Waterloo offers these like online certificates. So I'm planning on taking one that has to do like everything with Photoshop. It's like a graphic designing online course. So I plan on starting that after Ramadan's over.